On February 4, 2025, Sri Lanka marks its 77th Independence Day. This day commemorates the island nation's liberation from British colonial rule in 1948. It is a day of immense pride and joy for Sri Lankans, both at home and abroad. The struggle for independence was long and arduous. However, the spirit of the Sri Lankan people never wavered. They fought tirelessly for their right to self-determination. Today, Sri Lanka stands as a testament to the power of resilience and the enduring human spirit. The journey of this island nation is a tapestry woven with threads of colonialism, rebellion, and ultimately, freedom. It is a story that resonates not only within its borders, but also across the globe. As Sri Lanka celebrates this momentous occasion, it is a time to reflect on the sacrifices of the past. It is also a time to look towards a future filled with hope and promise. Sri Lanka's journey to independence was not a straightforward path. It was a long and winding road marked by centuries of colonial encounters. The island's strategic location in the Indian Ocean made it a prime target for European powers seeking to control lucrative trade routes. The Portuguese were the first to establish a foothold in Sri Lanka. They arrived in the early 16th century. They were drawn by the island's wealth of spices, particularly cinnamon. The Portuguese era saw the introduction of Christianity to the island. It also saw the construction of imposing fortresses. These fortresses still dot the Sri Lankan coastline today. However, Portuguese rule was marked by resistance from the native Sinhalese kingdoms. The Dutch, another major European power, took advantage of this unrest. In the mid-17th century, they seized control of Sri Lanka. The Dutch East India Company administered the island. Their focus was primarily on trade. They expanded cinnamon production and established a lucrative monopoly. The late 18th century saw the rise of the British Empire. They too set their sights on Sri Lanka. The British East India Company gradually gained control of the island. They finally claimed it as a crown colony in 1815. British rule brought significant changes to Sri Lanka. They introduced a plantation economy. Coffee and later tea and rubber became major exports. They also implemented administrative and legal reforms. These reforms had a lasting impact on Sri Lankan society. However, British rule was not without its challenges. The indigenous population faced economic hardship and social discrimination. This led to growing unrest. The Uva Rebellion of 1817 to 1818 and the Matale Rebellion of 1848 were two major uprisings against British rule. These rebellions, though ultimately suppressed, demonstrated the Sri Lankan people's yearning for freedom. They served as crucial stepping stones on the road to independence. The 20th century witnessed a surge in nationalist sentiment across Asia. Sri Lanka was no exception. Inspired by the Indian independence movement, Sri Lankan leaders began to demand greater autonomy. The Ceylon National Congress, formed in 1919, played a pivotal role in advocating for constitutional reforms. They pushed for self-governance. World War II further fueled the desire for independence. Sri Lankans served alongside British forces. They witnessed firsthand the changing global order. They realized that their own freedom was long overdue. Following the war, Britain granted Sri Lanka independence on February 4, 1948. This historic event marked the culmination of years of struggle and sacrifice. It ushered in a new era for Sri Lanka. It was a time of hope and optimism. The nation was finally free to chart its own course. Section 5. A nation divided, the shadow of civil war. Despite the euphoria of independence, Sri Lanka soon faced new challenges. Ethnic tensions between the Sinhalese majority and the Tamil minority escalated. This eventually led to a protracted civil war. The Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, or LTTE, emerged as the main Tamil militant group. They demanded an independent Tamil state in the north and east of the country. The war, which lasted for over 3 decades, had a devastating impact on Sri Lanka. Thousands of lives were lost, and the economy suffered tremendously. The conflict also left deep scars on the social fabric of the nation. The war finally ended in 2009 with the defeat of the LTTE. However, the wounds of the past continue to heal. Section 6. Healing the wounds, reconciliation and reconstruction. In the aftermath of the war, Sri Lanka has focused on rebuilding and reconciliation. The government has made efforts to address the root causes of the conflict. They have promoted ethnic harmony and unity. Significant progress has been made in reconstructing infrastructure and resettling displaced people. However, challenges remain in achieving lasting peace and reconciliation. Addressing issues of accountability, justice, and human rights is crucial for moving forward. Sri Lanka is committed to creating a future where all citizens can live together in peace and harmony. Section 7. Island of Splendor, Embracing Cultural Heritage. Sri Lanka is a land of immense beauty and cultural richness. From ancient ruins to pristine beaches, the island offers a diverse array of attractions. The country's unique cultural heritage is a blend of Sinhalese, Tamil, Muslim, and colonial influences. This rich tapestry is reflected in its art, music, dance, and cuisine. Sri Lankans take great pride in their cultural traditions. They celebrate numerous festivals throughout the year. These festivals showcase the country's vibrancy and diversity. Section 8. Lanka on the global stage, diplomatic ties and partnerships. Since gaining independence, Sri Lanka has played an active role in international affairs. The country is a member of the United Nations and the Commonwealth. It has also forged strong ties with countries in the region and beyond. China, in particular, has emerged as a key economic and strategic partner for Sri Lanka. Chinese investments have played a crucial role in Sri Lanka's post-war reconstruction. The two countries have also strengthened cooperation in areas such as trade, tourism, and cultural exchange. Sri Lanka's foreign policy is based on the principles of non-alignment, peaceful coexistence, and mutual respect. Section 9. Legacy of Freedom, Shaping a Brighter Future. As Sri Lanka celebrates its 77th Independence Day, the nation stands at a crossroads. The challenges of the past have tested its resilience, but they have also revealed its inherent strength. The spirit of independence that guided the nation's founders continues to inspire generations of Sri Lankans. Today, Sri Lanka is a country on the move. It is embracing its potential as a hub for trade, tourism, and innovation. The journey ahead may not be without its obstacles. However, Sri Lanka is determined to build a brighter future for all its citizens. It is a future where peace, prosperity, and unity prevail.